Kentucky are trying to figure out what led a 15-year-old student to open fire at his high school, killing at least 2 classmates and injuring 17 more.
That student, who has not yet been identified, is in police custody. Reporter Ariana Diaz has the latest from Benton, Kentucky.
The shooting at Marshall County High School in rural Kentucky started in a crowded school atrium just before 8 a.m.
I saw there was a lot of blood everywhere, and then people were getting shoved down.
Authorities say a 15-year-old boy walked into his school and used a handgun to shoot randomly.
We all started running towards a library office, and once we got in there, we just shut the lights off, sat down.
Many students were bused to a nearby middle school for safety, as others, wounded by gunfire, were flown by helicopter for treatment. Governor Matt Bevin was overcome with emotion, speaking about the teens who did not survive.
That student was a 15-year-old female. A second student, also 15 years old, a male, passed away at the hospital.
It took less than 10 minutes for law enforcement to respond to the scene here at the school behind me. They arrested the gunman without incident.
This 15-year-old was apprehended by a sheriff's office officer that was the first to arrive.
Tristan Klein, a student at the school, also stepped in to help a special needs student who was hurt.
The teachers around him helped him into my car, and we took him to the hospital. He was shot in the shoulder. He was bleeding pretty bad.
The 15-year-old suspect now faces charges of murder and attempted murder. The county attorney will ask for the teen to be tried as an adult. Adriana Diaz, CBS News, Benton, Kentucky.
Officials have identified the deceased as Bailey Nicole Holt and Preston Ryan Cope.
Later in sports, we see how former Bison football star Nick DeLuca is doing as he hits the practice field with some of the nation's best at the Senior Bowl.
And there's a growing movement of first-time farmers who are leaving behind the big cities for a life on the land.